Sure what just happened there. Good afternoon, my beautiful beings of light. Welcome to the Crone Zone Conversation with the Ancients. I'm a Crone, and my name's Priscilla, and this is my friend Heather.
Hi.
And today, I have some things I want to say. There's a big elephant in this room, and that's what the Supreme Court did yesterday. And I'm not talking about politics. I'm talking about human rights. I spent a lot of time thinking about this, and my guides told me it was going to happen, and I'm okay with that. And I want all of you to be okay with that. Times are going to change for the better, and we're on the brink. This is the last ditch effort by the wasp male to stay in control. That's all what it's all about. Control of the masses, like they've been doing for thousands of years. As we move into the divine feminine, that will change. And you can see it changing through the protests and everything else that's going on right now. So bear with the pain, help those that this affects, because it doesn't affect me anymore. I was in this battle in the 70s, in the early 70s. I had an abortion with no regrets whatsoever. And I support anybody that feels they need to have one, and anybody that feels they can't have one. But it's my choice and your choice what you need to do with your body. And nobody has the right to tell us what to do. So please send your love to all those affected. If I didn't live in such a backward state, my home would be open to anyone that needed an abortion. But I happen to live in an insane state at the moment.
And I was going to say, this is the first time ever recorded that the Supreme Court has taken away rights. They've denied some rights, they've supported rights, but they've never taken away the rights of anybody before.
Like I said, this insanity is the last-ditch effort. We need to band together. We need to protest in whatever way you can do that, and stand up and speak your truth. This is for all humanity. This isn't just for women. It only starts with us. LGBT is next, and it's on the list. You know where they're going. Things have to change in November, and we're the ones that can make the stand. Us, our children, and our grandchildren. So, don't lose faith. It's going to be codified through legislation as long as we win back both houses of the Congress, the House and the Senate, sorry. We have to maintain control and get better control so that human laws can take effect that affect everyone, not just the few wasp males. It's time for that to change. We need to come into balance. And ladies, that's what we're all here for. That's one of our jobs. So let's get after it. And don't worry. Just send out lots and lots of love. And that's the end of my rant. Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you for letting me say that. We all have the right to do what we need to do with our bodies. And I just had to get that out. So thanks for listening. And we'll go to cards.
Okay. Well, let's see what they have to say about this week for us.
Hi, Miss Ruth.
Is there an echo?
Do we have echo today? Have we fixed it?
Thank you, Tiffany. Okay, let's see what we have here.
My nose is running.
Well,
I got a lot more upset than I thought I would.
that one.
Sending lots of love to you guys out there today. It's a beautiful day. We have a breeze here in Key West, and that's lately it's been just hot and humid. I'm glad I'm not in Texas. That looks horrendous.
It does, doesn't it?
110. Oh my God, in Dallas. Oh, thank the Lord, I'm not there anymore. Yay! Great. Thank you, Epiphany.
Thank you.
And today's show is going to be psychics and mediums. Of course, you probably already know that.
Yeah. Okay, so what we're saying is that we are trying to do things in the right order, but sometimes our frequency shifts, they get in the way.
Like frequency shifts when you get upset by the news of what we heard the other day. Lowers your frequency.
So it makes it more difficult.
You have to come out of that. Feel that pain and walk right through it. Deal with it and walk through it.
But our souls have all the power. That's what this one says. Power. And that's what our higher selves are doing. And meanwhile, we're trying to return to the spirit as human beings trying to return back. And writing things down or being creative with how you feel about things, that will help take care of that shift. And then you'll be back to being able to use your intuition again, too.
Oh, I love that.
Okay?
That was all about me.
As long
I
as
was
it
writing
works.
all this down right as we sat down to do this show. I thought, I've just got to do this. So anyway, take it for what it's worth. Today we're going to discuss psychics and mediums and what we think is the difference. I'm not sure I agree with what they say, but that's okay. But let's start with with definitions, because there's a few that are kind of important. Like a psychic. What is a psychic? Well, all the definitions I looked up basically says a person who possesses extrasensory abilities such as precognition, telepathy, and clairvoyance. A medium is a person who communicates with the departed and the metaphysical realm using the energy that is felt beyond the five senses. And precognition, the knowledge of future events by extrasensory means. Telepathy, the capability to communicate by transference of thought. Then we get to the clairs: clairaudience, clear hearing, clairalience, clear smelling. I have that actually. I smell cigarettes and coffee when my father's around, and roses when my older sister's around.
And I know that we've done a show on this before, but for me, the more times we go through it, the better I learn it.
Oh, well, me too. Okay, so then claircognizance, which is clear knowing. I don't even know if I can pronounce this one right, but the clear tasting, clairgustance.
I think it's gusto.
That's gustance?
I think it's gusto.
Okay,
It's kind of like
clairgustance.
eats with gusto or gusto.
Gusto.
Yeah, it's German.
Clear tasting. Okay. Clairsentience, which is clear feeling, which I use a lot, and clairvoyance, which I'm not so good at. So, it's yours.
Uh-huh. So, psychic abilities are defined by an innate ability to process sensory data. And all of you psychics out there know that. You just have the ability to do it. Things that are both tangible and intangible stimuli. And it's on the extremely deep emotional, physical, and spiritual levels. So all different levels. Psychics are able to hear, see, feel, sense, taste, or have intuition beyond the boundaries of the physical world. And they may not be able to do all of them, but they have several. Okay? Some of them are stronger for individuals. That's what makes everybody different.
Exactly.
Yeah. So a psychic uses their intuition to receive information about someone's past, present, and future, or all three. It just depends on the person. They may read their sitter's energy or connect it with their own on the spirit's sitter's spirit guides and higher selves, or the ascended masters or source energy. And sometimes they use tools such as tarot or oracle cards or runes, pendulums, anything to offer spiritual guidance in a different perspective and inspiration. In other words, sometimes I use a card because I can't think of what to say, but if a card comes up, oh, that's what I wanted to say. It's just a tool to help. Okay?
Great tools.
Mm-hmm. Now, according to renowned spiritual medium James Van Praagh, or Prague, I guess.
That's how I always heard it. I don't know, though.
He's the medium, is a psychic who has fine-tuned his or hers extrasensory perception.
Hi, Jan's Free. Hi, G. Covington.
Hello, everybody. And it's somebody who can interface with the spirits in other dimensions. They're able to feel and or hear thoughts, voices, or just know, or mental impressions from the spirit world. And mediums obtain messages from the spirit world in different ways. Some people see stories, and everybody understands everything a little bit differently too. So,
yeah, that seems that way.
So you may think you're not doing something, and actually you are. It's just part of you, and you do it. Some receive intuitive information that have images or words or mental impressions. People say, "I see."
I'm not so good at the seeing.
I don't necessarily see, although sometimes when I say I see, it's my eyes actually saw. My third eye actually saw. It's not a picture in my head. I actually saw it, like somebody.
Like when you remote view. Like when you remote view, you see, right?
Or when I was with the banker and I saw his mother standing right behind him when he started talking about how she'd passed. I actually saw her in her dress. So
like seeing ghosts.
So when I say I see, I see those too. Sometimes they're more than a shadow. But anyway, in other cases, a medium may hear actual auditory messages or see actual images of these messages. And this is like the second or third time I've read this out loud, and every single time I read this section, my throat hurts.
Interesting.
It gets really tight talking about it.
There's two different types of mediumship. There's a physical mediumship that utilizes the mind, the intuitive mind, not the rational mind. And then there's the, where is it?
Spirit world. Thanks.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. The spirit world manipulates the senses of the medium to be interpreted by the mind and body of the medium. Then there's mental mediumship, which involves the use of the clairs. Oh, that is mental. I'm so lost. That is mental mediumship, using all the clairs. And it's communicating with spirit while fully conscious. Whereas the second type of mediumship is physical mediumship, and that's like where you're channeling and they take over. So where the actual physical body is used to obtain information from spirit. Examples include automatic writing, trance channeling, trance mediumship, levitation, and telekinesis. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Certain people are more prone to mediumship than others, obviously, as we know from all these experiences we've been having.
And watching you guys.
But we all have natural abilities that, of course, can be strengthened through training and practicing. Like, I don't normally speak with dead people. That's just not my thing.
No, but you can channel, and I can't let go enough to let that happen.
I can
and you can
trans channel,
write, and I can't do that either.
I can trance channel where they take over my body, or I can just hear the information as it's spoken to me, and it's usually in my voice, but it sometimes is in somebody else's voice. But I can do both. But I don't tend to be attract those that have passed unless it's somebody close to me or somebody around me. So I kind of feel like I fit in both worlds. I do some medium, and I don't know. It's odd. But we all have those abilities, and I've just practiced and practiced and practiced on my own. Now I want to go out and get more training because I think I've done everything I can on my own, and I'm ready to take some classes, see what else I can learn.
So, do you have psychic mediumship abilities? Some of you do, and you probably do. You may have abilities if, as a child, you were afraid of the dark. I don't remember being afraid of the dark, but some of the other things.
I was.
Do you have vivid dreams or nightmares? That I had. Were you interested in reading about the supernatural? I know you were.
Oh, yeah.
I have a feeling my environment influenced a great deal of what I've read.
I think it did everybody. My parents just happened to be into...
Did you have imaginary friends? Yes.
Did you? I didn't.
Yes. I had somebody I talked to all the time.
My sister Sherry did.
But not like where they say you're having tea with somebody. I just talked to somebody.
That's cool.
Yeah. Did you play with a Ouija board or tarot cards? I didn't.
No, I did not.
As an adult, do you sense other people's moods? I think most everybody in the
all of you
audience
empaths
does.
like us. Yeah.
Have you had odd experiences after someone close to you has died? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Many.
Yeah. Do you see fuzzy colors or symbols around people?
I don't see auras.
I don't see that.
Do you guys see auras? Auras?
Some of you do, I think.
Can't even say the word.
I can tell if an energy is something I want around me or not.
But that's by feeling it.
Yeah.
That's how I feel it.
Right. I don't see it.
I don't see it. Mm-mm.
Do you tend to see things out of the corner of your eyes? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you notice scents or odors with no visible source? All the time.
Quite frequently.
Yeah. These are all signs you may be opening up your gifts.
That's cool, warrior girl.
Love it that you can see auras.
I want to see them. But like I say, I'm not visual. I feel or know or hear.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess 3 out of 5 ain't bad. So because our collective... what?
I was reading the long one that Warrior Girl, and I agree with it. Sometimes it just blurts out of your mouth.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know it's going to be there. It's just there.
That happens a lot with me. Because our collective shift in consciousness, many people are beginning to open their gifts. And they're getting stronger than they would have been 5, 10, 15 years ago. Mm-hmm. We're just much more sensitive, and our vibration, in part with Mother Earth, has risen enough that we're all much closer to the other side and can receive these messages. So here's some ways to begin to open your intuition and bridge the gap between the physical and the non-physical. Meditation.
There's that word again.
Number 1 is meditation, and that's what I have to do. That's really helped me. And I usually meditate for about 45 minutes at a time. Lately, not so much. We have mosquitoes. I had mosquitoes, and my meditation spot is outside. And I haven't figured out a time of day where they don't eat me alive. But anyway, another way is mindfulness. Being more present and aware raises our vibration and allows us to notice more. So when our guides are talking to us, we might even notice it, sending messages and flowers or however. Mm-hmm. So you need to release your grief and the perception that death is the end of everything. Remember, it's just a step away, and it's all about love. Everything on the other side is about unconditional love. 5th dimension and above, that's what rules the universe. Well, even here. But, so pay attention to the signs and choose a sign for you, and that you think you could notice more, and ask your loved one to send you that particular sign. Um, Butterflies, flowers, cardinals, whatever. It doesn't matter. But ask, and more than likely, you'll start seeing them. Journal. Journal, journal, journal. That's as important as meditation for me. Communicate with the other side by writing out what you want and expressing gratitude for what you already have. Huge one. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. It's everything.
Oh, it raises your vibration too.
Absolutely. Listen to your intuition. You know, we've been not listening to it for years and years and years, even though every time we didn't listen, we got in trouble. So just pay more attention. Be more mindful. Pay more attention. Gets easier the older you get for some reason.
Yeah, and you'd say to yourself, "Oh, I knew I shouldn't have done that."
Exactly.
But you did, so
Yeah.
stuck.
Okay, then read. I read a lot. I took a lot of online classes. Build up your spiritual knowledge and your knowledge of how to interpret the signs, and talk to a medium. Ask for guidance. To find perspective and clarity. They can help so much with the information they provide. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've been to 3 or 4 in the last year, and I always get something out of it. And G. Covington, that is really hilarious.
I love the aftershave.
G. Covington says that their guide uses aftershave. I'm assuming G is a girl. Is a woman. I'm not sure. But he smells good and has a sexy voice.
Now that's cool.
Now that sounds like my husband. That's really neat. My husband smells like coffee.
Yeah, but
cigarettes have gone away. Not so much cigarettes. But
cigarettes is your dad.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so maybe you've decided you might like to get a reading from the psychic medium. What do you need to know to get the most out of your readings, your sessions? Well, find somebody that you're drawn to. It draws them. They draw you to them, so you're drawn to them. Watch YouTube readers. There are many talented readers in our YouTube community alone.
That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. See who you resonate with. And a lot of them have appointments via Zoom or FaceTime, so you don't actually have to go there, which helps because a lot of you guys are in California or New York or the middle of the country or Florida.
I think these Zoom readings are fabulous.
Yeah.
And they're recorded, so you don't have to worry about taking notes and trying to get your phone to tape them and all of that. So it's really wonderful.
Yeah.
Hi, Wisdom Seeker Joan. Welcome. Lovely to see you here today.
So go to psychic or Renaissance fairs just to see, sometimes it's fun just to, somebody's completely different that's there. Sometimes it's fun to just go and, if you learn something new about yourself, even if it's just one thing, it's worth going.
It's a good thing.
So, if you'd rather be read in person, that's a good place to go. Ask your friends if they know of a good reader in your area. In our case, we ask each other online, who's a good one to read with, or who do you like? And that makes it so much easier to figure out where to
Yes, but watching them as well has made a huge difference. I mean, I connected with Sun Psychic Jean from watching her on a program with somebody else. It was just,
I gotta do her. Yeah. So, do your research, read the profiles and reviews and things. Expect honesty. They may not tell you what you want to hear, but you will hear what you need to hear.
Yeah, that's what I found.
Yeah. So keep an open mind. Be honest about why you're there. Be prepared. Write down some questions. Decide who you want to contact before your appointment and ask them to be there for your appointment so that they are there and not just somewhere in the North 40 having to Zoom right back. So they will be expecting that.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because you want to speak to them. And do meditate it for a few minutes. It take a few deep breaths to center yourself before your session. And that way you're kind of physically and mentally ready.
Exactly.
So if possible, record your session. But as she said, many cases your reader will record it for you and send it to you. And that makes things very much easier for the person being read. They don't have to remember. And note taking is interrupting all your thought process.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. So don't be afraid to ask questions. And after the reading, make sure that you give feedback and thank your reader, because feedback's important for them too. Okay. Remember that we have free will. A psychic may show us a potential path, but it's up to us to take it. We do have free will. We can say, yes, we're going to go that way, or no, we're not going to. All they can do is let you know about them.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
My poor husband went through hell when he first became a psychic, because he would give people information and then they wouldn't act on it. And he was like, but it will change their life. I don't understand. I was like, you got to get over it. You're the messenger. It's not up to you to change their life. They have to change their life.
Mm-hmm.
So I can understand how people react differently to that. So psychics and mediums receive some information the same way and some information in different ways. They receive images or mental impressions. Others receive auditory messages, like I do. And also I channel a lot of information and can trance channel, although I haven't really had that experience in the last year or so. I don't quite know why, but I prefer not trance channeling.
You prefer, that's why you
I
haven't
suppose
read
that's why they don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It was there so that you know that you could do it, I think, but you don't have to.
Exactly. That's true.
Yeah.
G. Covington, that is fantastic. I haven't been read by Wisdom Seeker Joan. She's next on my list, actually. But how fun that she heard his voice.
Yeah.
Did she smell his aftershave too? That's really cool. So, what did you guys think? Did it clarify anything?
Yes, I can see where it would take a minute not to fear the experience, because you really don't understand it. It's just there.
That's for sure.
And sometimes it's later on, I'll bet it's more comforting now than it was.
Didn't smell the
aftershave.
That's great.
Every once in a while, I'll smell a perfume and says, I know that's somebody I know, but who was it who wore that? I can't figure out who it was, but I can smell, so I know that they're there, but I just don't know exactly who.
I have a smell the other day that I couldn't figure out where it was coming from or who it was. I knew the smell, but it wasn't connecting.
Yeah.
So how did we do, Sun Psychic Jean? Was it fairly clear? Because I think I have a bit of everything in me.
I think a lot of people do.
I think it's
what you choose to hone.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Mm-hmm. And practice that which you like best. You practice,
but
and
definitely
you get better.
Mediumship is not my forte as far as
Palo Santo.
Yes.
What is Palo Santo?
It's a smudging.
Oh, yeah.
You know the sticks?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
I can't smell it today. Oh, Sun Psychic Jean says very clear and accurate. Oh,
well,
good. Thank you guys, because it's very confusing. There doesn't really seem to be that much difference in the two, and I don't know. I thought it was pretty interesting. I like doing the research. He said the main difference is that they followed through on Spirit's guidance. Really?
Interesting. In other words, they believe more.
Interesting.
Cool.
Yeah, it was really hard for my husband to learn to just let go and give the message and let go. Most people.
I agree with you. You don't see everything all the time. You have to sit down and intentionally see you're not going to see everything automatically.
Oh,
I
yeah, that
agree
would be
with you.
frightening. Walking
That
down the
would
street
be.
and seeing
That would
everybody's
be.
R.
Yeah. Yeah, they take direction.
Maybe so.
Maybe so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would make sense.
So, anyway.
Okay, I'm going to put it on card cam, and we'll go to cards. And you guys, thank you, everybody, for coming. We love you guys so much.
And we love your comments and the conversation. It helps bring out more stuff for us. And
Us too, Ruth.
we enjoy it as well. So it's like you're almost in the room and just talking back with us. And that's cool.
Yeah, we
I love
really
that.
like that. I didn't even know if we should do a show on mediums and psychics. I was afraid I'd hurt somebody's feelings. Or
But
I'd get it
really-
wrong and just be bashed or whatever.
I think from what all the information that we found, everybody is an individual. And you do things your way, boo.
You do you, boo.
Exactly. Because that's what works for you. That's what it needs to be. And nothing that somebody else does may work for you.
That's
Everybody's
for sure.
different, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yes. Medium across the veil, yes.
Oh, thank you, Ruth. You're so sweet. All of you guys are just beautiful souls. We love you
Yeah.
all so much. Okay, now let me go to cards.
Is
Who wants
there-
cards, you guys?
If not, I'll go ahead and get one for all of us. Oh, too many interrupts? I understand that.
Story of our lives.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are wonderful. Okay, who needs the first card? G. Covington.
Any particular one?
Let's just do the first one that you feel. Use your spidey sense.
Shifting. Whoa. Get it right here so you can read it. There you go. Shifting. What I'm getting is that you are in the middle of shifting. It's going to take some time and more meditation, more thinking. Part of it is forgiving yourself. But that will help you with your shifting to move a little faster.
Of course, warrior girl. I was just waiting for number 13.
13.
The
My
next
dad's
one-
favorite number.
The next one is Miss Sun Psychic Jean. 7 card, please. Joan says any,
Okay.
and Warrior Girl says 13 because that's her deal. And we love that.
Yeah.
Makes sense? Good. Good. Heather's usually on it with her cards.
Didn't belong there. It was upside down. And
Seven.
that was
Jean. Sun Psychic Jean, card number 7. Always write down the card too, so if you guys forget what card you got, I have it on record.
I keep wanting to point them to you. Right order. You are doing things in the right order. This applies to your job too. Don't worry about that. You are doing things correctly. Okay? That's all I got. No? They just want to
Bye,
pass you
sweetheart.
for doing things.
Blessings.
Okay?
Okay.
And know that you're doing them in the right order.
Cool. Then Joan.
Wait a minute. Was it Joan or was it
That was
13?
Jean. No, Joan's next.
Oh, okay. Good. People that I didn't know. Any particular one? No?
No,
Okay.
just Spidey sense.
And that's the one that was calling me. Ah, right. It doesn't mean just journal, although it does mean that. It means you need to write these things down. Like we've had some crazy dreams over the last few nights, and we just need to write them down because we forget them. That's what's happening with you. You're having revelations about things and seeing things and realizing things, but not writing it down, and you're going to forget about them. So they want you to start writing and being creative. Maybe draw pictures about it instead of writing or whatever.
No.
you-
Sorry. No, warrior girl. Go ahead.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I didn't know what you were saying. Because
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Reading.
But anyway, they want you to record, whether it's you record it on a tape recorder, you write it in a journal, you draw a picture of it, whatever it is. There are some major things that have been happening with you that you're not recording, and you're going to forget about them, and they're important to you because you're going to want to look back at them. Okay?
Wow. Okay. Hi, Mary Thornberry. Welcome. So glad you could make it today. Okay, now is Warrior Girl. That's who I said no to. She's like, is that my card? No. Sorry.
Yours is 13. I'll get there. I remember yours. I just need to shuffle a little first.
I bet Mary would like a card too. Huh, Mary Thornberry? Would you like a card? Because we love to do cards.
Yeah, I know you love it.
I just get to talk.
Somehow I thought that was the card. Ah, commitment. You really have got a lot of commitment for what you're doing, and they're very happy with it.
Cool.
Okay. There will be a time in the future that you're going to be asked to give more commitment. You will recognize it, but you also surprise you that you have to do that much more commitment to it. But it's not for a while yet. Okay? But they like the way that you commit to what you're doing.
All right. And Jan's free is number 16. Is card 16.
Card 16.
So who's on live this afternoon? I haven't had a chance to look. Does that make sense, Warrior Girl? Tomorrow we're doing a live with Terry, Kangaroo Spiritual Journeys at 4 o'clock. 3 o'clock, sorry, our time, 3 o'clock Eastern. So that should be fun. It's going to be live conversations and readings. 16 for Jan's free, yeah. Terry Suzuki with Kangaroo Spiritual Journeys. Oh, good. Ron Unconditional Love's Life tonight. Okay. Yep. We'll be on tomorrow at 3. Our normal time seems to be 3 o'clock. I don't know why. But I'll send out notice this afternoon.
So, 16, it was
Jan's
free. There is an innocence about you that shines through, which is good. And you're more trusting of the messages that you get, and that's good. Don't be afraid to relay them, because you're right on with what you're saying.
Awesome.
Else? No, I think that's it.
Very nice. And Mary Thornberry. No number there, and then we have one. Yeah, I was kind of surprised since Psychic Genius am I live today.
What's so funny about that, Jasmine? Wasn't she the one that was 16? I don't know why they came up that way, but they did.
Family obligations.
Ah,
It happens.
that'll keep you busy.
We had electric, a whole wall go out.
Except for one section. I don't know why that one section is running.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
that's something
very
to do with us.
strange.
We need that section. Any particular card?
Nope.
This
This is for Mary Thornberry.
Manifest.
Ooh, I love that card.
Yeah. It's a gorgeous card, and they're saying, do it. Manifest what you're ready for, because you can do it. Have faith in
Sweet.
yourself. Okay?
Sweet. Yes, son, Psyche Jean, enjoy your family today. That's always fun. Well, hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
When I'm with
what
my
I
family,
always
it's
said.
fun. Okay, this is Ron.
All right.
We're going to talk about dreams on Tuesday, too. I'm not quite sure what direction we're going with that, but that should be interesting. Dreams. So tomorrow we have Terry Suzuki, and then on Tuesday it's dreams. And I have no idea what next Saturday is going to be about. So if you have any suggestions, email me. We'd love to have messages from you guys. Oh, good. That sounds great.
You know what, Ron? You are a starseed.
I love that.
I can see why they've let you have all these other cards before this one, so that you'd be ready to hear this, but you are a starseed. You are learning what you need to learn to be an active starseed, and you're getting more active all the time, and this is great.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. So, that is our show for today.
Do you want one for everybody?
I do that every week. Yes, let's do a card for everybody.
Just checking.
I do it every week. Sorry. Let's have a card for everybody. What do we need to know for the next week?
Or until we meet again.
Or until we meet again.
Immunity.
Cool.
Keep your immunity up. There's a lot of stress and lower vibrations there. So keep your immunity up, which means so keep your vibrations up.
Yep.
So spread out your love, spread out your light, because that is the best way to keep yourself immune and also help others as far as I'm concerned.
That's beautiful. You're absolutely right.
So have a great next few days until we see you again.
And thanks for coming by. And don't let it get you down. We're making the change in the world that is needed to be. The news is the cause. That's why we don't even watch
Lower
the news
vibration.
anymore.
We don't watch it, but do make sure that you keep your energy up and sending out love to everybody.
Exactly.
We send love to you as well.
We love you guys. Have a great weekend, and I guess we'll see you on Tuesday. If not tomorrow. Oh, yeah. If not tomorrow with Terry.
Right.
Love you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.